CTP claims can be extremely complicated, which is why I want to reveal the 3 costly mistakes that people often make with their CTP claims, which will hopefully help you avoid them. When you suffer a serious injury in a car accident, your main priority is getting back to full health. But often, in order to do so, compensation is absolutely necessary, which is why understanding how to avoid costly mistakes in your CTP claim is so important. The first and most common mistake I see is not including all your injuries in your medical assessment. When lodging a CTP claim, an insurer is going to classify you as having either a minor or non-minor injury. A minor injury includes bruising, whiplash, and other soft tissue injuries, whereas a non-minor injury is more severe, such as a broken bone, injuries requiring surgery, or serious psychological injuries, including PTSD. If your injuries are classified as minor, then generally speaking, your benefits will be cut off after a maximum of 6 months. But if your injuries are classified as non-minor, then you'll be entitled to claim treatment expenses and domestic assistance for life, and you may also be entitled to bring a damages claim for a lump sum payout. That's why it's absolutely critical to ensure all your injuries are included in your assessment, because just one missed injury might be the difference between a minor and non-minor assessment, and this can result in you missing out on compensation and treatment that you're entitled to. The second costly mistake is not challenging an incorrect minor injury assessment. Now, this can happen one of 2 ways. The insurer can get it wrong from the start, and of course that should be challenged. But where I see a lot of mistakes is when you have a minor injury and it's assessed as a minor injury, but then the condition can deteriorate and get worse over time to the point where it would no longer be considered a minor injury. Let's look at a psychological injury as an example. These injuries can often start off mild and minor, but they can deteriorate over time. Symptoms can get worse, and they can lead to conditions like PTSD. Now, if this occurs after the minor injury assessment, then you need to go back and challenge that assessment. If you don't, this could mean your benefits are cut before you're fully recovered, and you'll miss out on treatment and lump sum compensation. Now, if you find yourself in this awful situation, you need to dispute the medical assessment and have yourself reassessed. Finally, the third most common mistake I see is not understanding how a lump sum claim for future income loss is calculated. If you've been assessed as having a non-minor injury and you're not at fault in the accident, then you would be entitled to bring a lump sum claim for future income loss. This is the only way that you can get compensation for income loss beyond 24 months from the date of the accident. And that's why it's critical to understand how it's calculated, and is best explained by looking at a real-life example. We represented a young client who was studying at university to become a doctor and working part-time in hospitality. He was in a serious car accident that resulted in significant injuries that meant he could no longer become a doctor. When it came time to lodging his lump sum claim, we based it upon the income he would have earned had he not been injured, in this case as a doctor. Now, this is very different to the income he was earning at the time of the accident in hospitality. The end result was we were able to obtain significantly greater lump sum compensation, which helped him get his life back on track. Hopefully, this information has been helpful to you. But if you're still unsure about CTP compensation or need help with your claim, call Law Partners and have a confidential conversation with one of our specialist CTP lawyers today.